Welcome back for part 2 of my Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. If you missed part 1, go back and watch it. It's a good one. But I rearranged this front living room in my house and then also put up this beautiful snowy statement Christmas tree. Originally, I had just decorated it with some beautiful bell garland, but I felt like it was missing just a little something. So I decided to add in these red berry picks. I knew I didn't want to go for ornaments, but I did find a couple of different varieties of these red berries at Walmart, and I thought they would be the perfect addition to the tree. So I'm just going to place them in there, not too much, but not too little, and just enhance the tree a little bit and pull in some of those red pops of color that you see throughout the rest of the room. I'll also be adding in a few more decor pieces and just tiny little things that were missing from my part 1 video before we move on to some brand new decorating on the bookshelf next to my fireplace, in my kitchen, and also in our family room / playroom area. And if you happen to be new here, hi, hello, my name is Megan and I am absolutely Christmas obsessed. I usually share all things homemaking here on my channel, but my favorite is seasonal and holiday decorating, and I love to go all out. So if that sounds like your vibe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos, and welcome to my YouTube family. Okay, yep, this was the right move. I think this is so perfect. I love the way that it looks, especially with the golden bells. It definitely did not need ornaments, but it did need this. This was the perfect addition. I feel like it's so pretty, and I love that there are some of them that are just these simple, small red berries, and then also some that are larger and frosted. I feel like it gives a lot of visual interest and pulls the tree together. Okay, so I actually love these bows on the backs of the chairs here. I feel like it makes them look like little Christmas presents. It is so cute and ties in the pops of red from the rest of the room. I feel like it's the cherry on top or the bow on top. Anyway, so I'm loving this. Now I'm going to move on over here. I decorated my mantle in my part 1 Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. I am going to make a couple of changes, but right now I want to focus on our bookshelf. I actually completely ignored this in part 1 because I didn't know what to do with it. I need to clean this because when I did the DIY fireplace, I removed the tiles and there was wall damage, so I had to repair it. And sanding down all of the spackle got spackle dust everywhere, and I think you could probably see the film on it right now, how it looks so dusty. It's because I still haven't cleaned it off, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Also, if you want to see me change out the fireplace, I've gotten a lot of comments of people saying, hey, did you change your fireplace? I did, and I vlogged it for Patreon, so if you want to see that transformation, it's on my Patreon. There was so much drywall dust all over this bookshelf. I'm kind of kicking myself for not wiping it down sooner. I just feel like it's one of those things where if you're not really paying attention, you don't see it. But once I started wiping everything down and the glass started coming clear, I was like, oh my gosh, there's even more than I thought that there was. It even made its way to the top of the bookshelf. So I made sure to wipe that down as well, since I was going to be doing some styling up here. There is a pretty large gap between the bookshelf and the ceiling, so I wanted to fill that in with some decor, but I knew I didn't want a big canvas sign or anything like that, so I decided to use this Noel sign and a variety of Christmas trees that pulled in all of the colors throughout the room, and I love the way that this looks. Once I'm done styling the whole room, I will show you a close-up of it, and I love it so much. But once I was finished up there, I'm just going to style the actual shelves inside of the bookcase, and I find that shelf styling can be a little difficult sometimes, so I just wanted to share some tips that have made it a lot easier for me. I find that when shelf styling, less is more. Whenever I try to add in more pieces, it always just ends up looking like a cluttered mess, so I try to keep things into groups of 2 or 3, very minimal, and then also balance it out on either side. So I like to balance the number of items, the tones and colors, but also the shapes and textures, and by doing this, it makes it so much easier and I get way less frustrated when I am trying to put up any of my seasonal and holiday decor.
It's December again, I can't believe it. Whatever happened to the rest of the year? It went by so fast, I barely did see it. Now I'm calling all angels high, if you are there, help me find the Christmas spirit again. The Christmas spirit again. That warm place in my heart that was there from the start. I want that Christmas spirit again. I find myself wandering downtown, window shopping, listening to the sound from some street choir caroling through the air, and the smell of the big Christmas tree in the square. Here comes the Christmas spirit again. That
Time for the kitchen. In my last video, the only thing I really did in here was show you these cute little gingerbread plates that I had gotten at Target, and little snack dishes and napkins. I wanted to create a kid's caddy here like I did for Halloween. So I just peeled the stickers off of these and then ran them through the dishwasher. All of these have already been cleaned. They are price tag free. So I am going to go ahead and set up that kid caddy today. My kids have already seen these and they're like dying to use them. And then I've also pulled out a ton more decor that I think I can use in this space. I'm going to be decorating like around the stove top, and I think I'm going to do something in the window this year. I can't remember ever doing anything in the window before, mostly because it's our only window. This is the only natural light in this entire space, and so I don't want to block it. But I think I might be able to maneuver this wreath, well, it's not a wreath, this garland. It's a garland in a way that will frame the window but not block any of the light. I was getting so frustrated with this. I was really excited that I had this idea. I wiped down the window with my Jaws glass cleaner, and then when I tried to hang the garland with command hooks, it was not happening. It just kept falling down and I got so frustrated. So I just took a step back and decided to work on my countertop styling and asked my husband to go out to our shed and get me some picture hanging nails so that I could hang it more securely. I was trying to avoid making any holes in the walls or using any nails since this is holiday decorating and I don't typically have something hanging there, but I really wanted to try it this year and the command strips just were not working. So anyway, I'm going to move on to styling the corner of my countertop and then also this little tray that I keep next to my stovetop with my oil and vinegar on it. I just put some cutting boards back there and a variety of Christmas trees, and I thought this was going to be such a satisfying clip of me filling the olive oil container, and I was actually out of olive oil, so it wasn't that satisfying. But anyway, then in the other corner I have this beautiful gold brass tray, and I decorated it with a Santa that I found at HomeGoods and some Christmas trees that I already had, and then my salt and pepper grinders. And then by that time, Derek had come in with the picture hanging nails for me. So I was able to put this garland up. It did take a little bit of maneuvering. I love the garland. I got it from Target. It's part of the Hearth and Hand collection, and it was actually recommended by my friend Whitney. She also has a YouTube channel, Whitney P, and has been sharing some of the most beautiful holiday decorating this season. So if you haven't already checked out her channel, make sure that you go subscribe. But it was a great recommendation. The garland is beautiful, but I did have to twist it around a little bit and fluff it before it looked the way that I wanted it to. And then I'm going to move on to filling that kid's caddy, wiping down the countertops, and filling our soap dispensers with some seasonal dish and hand soaps. I know it's not something that you can necessarily see is Christmas related, but I know that it's there and it just makes me so happy.
I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow, I still think it's the place to go. Where the weather outside doesn't get frightful, it just stays warm and delightful. That's Christmas time in LA. In LA. Don't you know I'm loving it? Christmas time in LA. Can't you see they're pumping out snowflakes down at the Grove? If that's your thing, it's Christmas time in
It is such a good thing that I don't have too much that I need to get done in this playroom today, besides cleaning up the mess, obviously. I mean, we do live here, so this is what this room looks like 99% of the time. But I'm just losing so much daylight in this part of our house. I actually opened the back door over here. This just leads out to our patio to try to give myself some more light so that when I'm filming on this side of the room, you guys aren't just like looking at a black screen. But I already did some of the decorating in here. I actually decorated these ladder shelves. We have two. They frame either side of the doorway, and I love how that turned out. So I don't plan on changing it, and that's where most of the decor is. I like to keep it pretty minimal in this area just because we spend so much time in here. Our kids' toys are in here, so I don't want to overwhelm all of the surfaces with decor and then make it not functional. But I am going to decorate the side table over here, get some Christmas pillows on the couch, the coffee tray, the tray on the coffee table, and then also up on the media console there. But first, I need to do some cleaning, so cue the cleaning motivation.
If you go cruising downtown, it's a curtain of lights, and the tree at the Staples Center is the prettiest sight. Now who said Christmas must be white? I don't think Bing Crosby got that right. The weather outside doesn't get frightful, it just stays warm and delightful. It's Christmas time in LA. Don't you know I'm loving it? Christmas time in LA. Ooh, the pumping out snowflakes down at the Grove. If that's your thing.
I was struggling so hard and could not get this candy corn cafe sign to come off of my girls market cart. This is like the chalkboard area, and I like to change it out with paint markers seasonally, and for holidays, for Christmas, I wanted to do a gingerbread theme, but I just could not get that off. When we originally did that little sign for Halloween, I did use paint markers in a brand that I've never used before, and apparently they are like permanent or something because they just were not wanting to come clean. I tried like 3 different times, and actually I still have not been able to get it off. So if you have any tips and tricks for that, please leave them down in the comment section. I would definitely appreciate it. I'm trying to avoid having to completely paint over it with chalk paint. But anyway, once I had gotten all of those things situated, I'm going to move on to wiping down all of the big furniture in the room, and I had just some decor that I wanted to put on the top of our media console. Not too much. I have this beautiful wooden dough bowl, and I wanted to fill it with some gold pine cones, and then also these cranberry ball ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby. For the last couple of years, I've used them on our actual Christmas tree, and then also the Christmas tree that Derek and I put in our bedroom. But we weren't going to be using them for that this year, so I thought that they would be the perfect bowl filler since this dough bowl is very, very oversized and can be difficult to fill. I love the way that it turned out, and I really like that little pop of gold with the pine trees. And then on either side, I put this little flocked red berry arrangement. I wanted to keep it simple because this is the TV that we watch every single day, and I didn't want to put anything that was going to get in the way of that. I also put out some Christmas pillows on our couch and some garland framing the window, and didn't get any of it on camera because my battery had died and I didn't realize it. But the finishing touch is just this sweet little mistletoe bundle. I've added a red bow to it, and I wanted to hang it in the doorway between our dining area leading into our family room and playroom, and I love this so much. It's one of my favorite parts of the Christmas decor in the entire house, and I just think it looks so sweet. But here's that garland that I was talking about. I'm going to show you how everything turned out in this room. I love it. I added twinkle lights to give a warm ambiance, and I'm really, really loving the Christmas decor this year, and I think it's because I'm just so excited for the holiday. The past couple of years have been been a little bit strange for everyone and it just hasn't felt like Christmas, but this is the first year where I'm really feeling that Christmas spirit again, and I have been enjoying decking my house in all of the Christmas decor. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, that it gave you a ton of ideas you might be able to use in your own home. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any of the fun content that I've got coming at you through the end of the year. Thanks so much for choosing to spend your time here with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.